baby. We got a no edits episode for you today. We're recording this Sunday night. Dipper's talking all about getting his meaty little grubs, his chubby little grabs all up in someone's butt.
And Meatball is a theater queen, from Broadway World Reviews to small, possibly forgettable roles on stage to seeing Wayne Brady in The Wiz.
And being on that show with Trixie really blew me up.
Really gassed you up this morning. Well, other things gas you up from time to time, like pasta and cheese and egg farts.
Egg farts are the worst.
So you think you can twink?
Drag queens, please wash your fucking drag. And do you think you can twink? Tomorrow night, Wednesday at Precinct, no cover. Doors at 9, show at 10. Be there, get twinky.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds. Oh, Diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. I already know sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you slap, you stupid little fuck, you nasty little fuck, you dirty little fuck. Sorry, sloppy second, Big Dipper, Meatball, that's Big Dipper.
Hello, how are you?
I'm living the dream.
You've got a lot of things in that room. I see those Protect Bad Drag shirts.
Yep, they're all getting packaged up today. Johnny's coming over and he's going to help me finish packaging and mailing.
Nothing like a 5-week delay on a joke to get your t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when you get it, and you don't get upset. You just take the shirt.
We love timely things that really last forever and totally make sense.
Absolutely. But I think there is something magical about Protect Bad Drag, because that is something that will last forever in our hearts.
Yes.
And bad drag should be protected.
And they're celebrating
mine.
They're celebrating you.
Yes, which I always enjoy when people celebrate me.
Ain't that the truth, honey?
A lot of people have been celebrating me lately. Seeing a lot of very positive comments on the YouTube video for me and Trixie at Queens Who Watch.
Now, I want to question you on this statement, because I completely agree. I feel like there's a lot of positive comments.
Now, the
celebrating
mean ones have been disappearing quite quickly.
You texted me and you were like, the Netflix team really over there working on the weekend, deleting those mean comments. I was like, what are you talking about? It's because... So you are on an episode of I Like to Watch.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? Wasn't it called Queens Who Watch at one point?
I thought it was Queens Who Watch, but I think it's
just
to Watch.
I like it to watch.
I like it, the smell of it.
So you did an episode with Trixie. It's a loud episode.
A lot of comments on how loud I am. Sorry. A lot of people, I love that a lot of people who are not introduced to me at all are commenting, being like, this person is loud. And I was like, I'm not going to respond to people. I'm not Asha. I'm not getting in there. I'm not even liking anything.
Indeed you won't.
Indeed I won't. And I'm just looking at it and just being like, oh, I forget that, because of
These
this
people
podcast,
don't know you.
They don't know me.
Right.
But because of this podcast, the audience that finds us knows us, generally knows us. So they get what they're getting and they understand it.
But it's like you kind of almost... remember when we had Miss Pat on, comedian Miss Pat?
Yes.
The lady has, been touring as a comedian. The lady has, a multiple season, renewed multiple times season show on BET. They're nominated for Emmys. Miss Pat has a published book on the New York Times bestseller list. When she does press, she's like, hello, I'm Miss Pat. I'm a comedian. I'm an ex-convict, and I've built my... she is reintroducing herself.
She knows what she's saying. I didn't get that chance.
Well, I don't know that they I don't think that forum is a forum where they introduce you. It's just sort of like, Meatball's here, and now we watch the Kelly Rowland movie. But I do think it's interesting that people are like, who is this? But I thought you did a great job. Really held your own. And all the people who love to comment Trixie's always over talking Katya and interrupting her was like, Trixie met her match.
I got her, girl. I didn't let her fucking talk. She was like, I have these jokes planned. I went, baby, shut the fuck up and let me talk.
She was like, when that thing, and you were like, this kind of thing? Shut the fuck up and sit down, bitch.
Now, there is a funny story behind that, shooting that, because you knew about it because we were recording podcasts that day.
Yes, and
And
that morning,
that
were
morning,
like,
they
"Cancel
called me
Lisa."
at like 7:00 in the morning, and of course, I don't answer my phone before 10 or ever.
Yeah, hold on. It's or ever.
Or ever. And so I got like 6 phone calls from this one number, and I was like, Jesus, this person really needs to get in contact with me. And then they finally texted me and they were like, hi, it's me, Jennifer from Netflix. Can you answer your phone? And I was like, oh, baby, now Netflix be calling. So then I answered and they were like, can you get to the studio in about an hour in full drag, please? And I was like, what is happening? And I painted the ugliest mug I've ever painted
I don't
in like
think
an
so.
hour. But they told me, they were like, don't worry, we're gonna blast you with so much light no one's really gonna see. They were like,
you looked great.
They were like, sometimes people come in without like even shaving the night before. And just like without shaving the day of. Like they'll have stubble.
It's a well lit set. Y'all
It's
looked
well lit,
great.
and it was freezing cold. The people that were filming were in like winter
Parkas
coats.
because of Trixie.
Just sitting there like. But I had a wonderful time, and the directors and stuff have been messaging me about how fun I was, so it was lovely.
That's great. It's so fun, and actually, in fact, Meatball, I would just like to play.
Hello, I just wanted to call in and congratulate Miss Meatball on her I Like to Watch episode. That is so exciting. Miss Trixie Mattel is calling out your fat slut party in front of probably 1 million people by the time this episode is like, on YouTube for a little while. But that is so exciting. Congratulations. Goodbye.
So slay.
Oh, that's the new one.
I think they're going to be hitting you with the new one from now on.
I tried to do it the other day. I could not remember it.
Do you feel like you want to talk about the show we're going to plan in the future to get people ready for it? The dating game show?
Sure.
You want to plant that seed?
Let's get that. I'd like to plant a couple seeds.
Okay. So we are going to do a
Might
live
come in a hole.
We are going to do a live show at some point in the near future. We just have to lock in the exact date because we got stuff going on. There's stuff happening, baby. But we are going to do a live show where it will be the dating game for Meatball. So a couple things to wet your whistles, listeners. There will be an application process, and you have to be impressive in the application process.
No, well, I won't get to see the applications because I'm not going to see the daters.
Correct.
So it's up
you
to
and
you.
I.
It's up to you to decide.
No, we can bring in a third party of one of your friends, some of those people you hang out with in the pool or whatever. But
I wouldn't trust them.
Okay, fake.
I mean, I
friends.
love them, but I would not trust them.
So you and I can come up with the rubric of what, like, the application, and you and I can work on like what the actual show will be.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to
know the contestants.
Know the applicants going into
I think
it.
that's absolutely fair.
So this will be happening soon. So just really think in your brain, and I want it to be serious.
I want it to be very serious. I want to at least go on one date with this person.
And I want you to think, am I going to have fun with her in drag when she's out at the club on the stage? And then will I not be disappointed when the boy version shows up for us to go have dinner? Because some of y'all chasers out there, you don't like when the wig comes off.
Yeah, also, you got to be very disappointed when I stay in bed a lot. I'm a bed girl. I like to be in bed.
You're a bed and a couch girl because you like to lay flat.
I like to lay flat. I got a big old couch, and I just got a new chair, a big old chair.
Yeah, you know that show, that kid show, Big Comfy Couch. That's based on Meatball's life.
It's a bear in the big blue house, I believe it's called.
So that's coming up for all of you. For all of you who, frankly, have been hitting us up hard in the voicemail box about that, and we did get a voicemail. I don't want to play the specifics because it was a hard pitch on me sexually, so I don't want to air that because I know.
Play that one. That was funny.
No, but I do want to. I do want to address the question.
Okay.
Which was, the question was, and I think, I mean, this is
how
little
do you
like
approach you.
Yes, but it was about how do you approach us? Because we complain a lot about like, ew, gross, and then they said that they like what we do, but like we're being assholes now. Because don't you think when someone approaches us who likes what we do, like we're gonna have more in common with them?
No, I think what we don't like is when they pretend like they don't know who we are or what we do,
Yes.
and then they circle around to it
So
later.
answer the question.
So if you come up to me and are like, "Hey, big fan of the pod, nice to meet you," and then we start talking about something, and then it turns into my mouth on your mouth, then that's two different situations and scenarios.
So this happened to me at Bear Happy Hour Precinct, which was a lot of fun.
A lot happened at Bear Happy Hour at Precinct. Oh, a lot happened there.
Well, I think if you were to look at the time clock, technically that was VPL when stuff happened.
Go on. Not me crossing my arms.
Angry. And also, the amount of emotion you feel about what you're referring to is completely unwarranted.
Oh no, I'm just fucking around. I don't really care that much.
I'm more shocked. That is your business.
I'm just shocked.
Also, you don't know. They could have just been doing drugs in the bathroom. That's also something we have to talk about. Anyways, the how you approach me thing. To me, this happened to me at Bear Happy Hour, and it was really lovely. I kind of made eyes with someone. There was clearly a mutual attraction. They walked up. We started chatting. We were making light small talk, sort of complimentary, like whatever. And then it was a quick and easy segue into like blah, blah, blah. Either they mentioned you or mentioned something about the pod and was like, yeah, I think what you guys do is great. And I love...
It's important.
Yeah, it's important. It's brave.
So brave.
No, but they just sort of like casually made it known in the room that they knew who I was and that they were a fan of what I did. And then the conversation moved on to something else. That is the biggest thing to me. Because, baby, if we actually start dating, all you're going to hear about is work.
It's going to drive you fucking nuts how much I'm going to talk about work.
If we actually start dating, yes, I want you to know what's going on the podcast. I want you to know, the drama that I have with this person or that person. Like, I want
With
you
Meatball.
in it because you and I will be talking about that shit on the regular. Not that I bring work home with me, but I bring work home with me.
Well, baby, work is and this is a thing. You got to get used to this if you want to date me. My job is my personality, so sure. I'm thinking about work all the time. It's not like I get to like go to the office.
No, are you doing work all the time?
No, baby, but I'm thinking about it, and basically the mental stress is really taking me toll.
So
no, but it's
so
like,
I think it's the it's like that fine line of like acknowledging that you know and are a fan of what we do, but that like to me, then I'm like, let's you and I connect on our opinions about a movie, what's happening in the room, compliment each other physically, like talk about a third party thing. Because if you come up to me and you're hitting on me and you make the entire conversation about me, personally, that's a turnoff. For you, Meatball, I don't know. You might want it to be all about you.
No, I like to know about people's lives, but then I like, I like there to be a give and take. I like them to ask me a question, and then I give like a long-winded answer, and then I ask them a very similar question about their lives.
But you want their answer to be short.
Very short. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so that, to the person who called in about that question, I think that really is the answer, is like, don't hide it. Don't
hide it.
Anytime I meet someone that I'm a fan of their work, I make sure that they know, but I also don't harp on it.
I make it the first thing out of my mouth. I just met someone that I'm like such a huge fan of, and the first thing I said when I like walked into the room and made eye contact with him was, I was just listening to your podcast, and then we started talking about like what we were doing and like how life is. But like, I just want it out in the open so that they know that I know.
Right. But you were also in a specific environment that warranted like acknowledgement of each other's profession. A little bit.
I guess, but if I would have run into him at the bar, I would have like run up to him and said that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I would say that immediately as well. Good. Glad we're on the same page. Let's
take a break, and then we'll talk about why I wasn't able to be at Bear Happy Hour this month, and I would have gone.
Okay. You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer, for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either. And if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppy seconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy seconds.
Hims.com/sloppy seconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off.
And we're back. Wait, what is it?
That?
No, it's not.
Oh, no, that's our riff. Okay.
That's the riff that I thought I made up, but a caller had called in and did. So it is like the old one. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, the old one, though, is like 4 notes. Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah, but hers is ooh, ah. Wait, play it again.
Take it to a voice teacher or something.
I just met one and she was very weird.
She was like, "Mama, I don't know what you're doing in that throat."
No, she kept on wanting to talk about her life, and I was like, "Baby, ooh, ah, like back to me, back to me, back to me."
Okay, so a short exchange, long. You're like talking to me is like a Morse code: long, short, 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 long. All right, so the reason you weren't at Bear Happy Hour is you were easing on down the road.
I ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be allowed. I went and saw The Wiz.
I heard it's incredible.
It's so good. There's only 2 parts that are really slow, but it's so good. So they've updated the book.
Oh, cell phones and gadgets and dating apps?
No, none of that. It's still no technology like that exists, but they've I think they really, if you watch the movie or if you watch the live recording of it that was done, the script is different. It's updated. It's newer. It's so fucking gay. It's so gay. Like the lion is
twinkle toes up there.
The lion is gay. The scarecrow is gay. A bunch of the people in the Emerald City are big old faggots. It's super gay. So I suggest everyone go see it. It's so funny. I posted that I saw it, and then a million people were like, "Wasn't it incredible?" And I was like, my mind was blown. We did not get to see the actual Dorothy, but what? Okay, so they didn't put it. You know how normally in a Broadway show they'll put a poster up when you walk in, being like, "Dorothy isn't Dorothy tonight. She's being played by someone else."
Yeah.
They waited until after the announcement to turn off your cell phones, and then they were like, "Tonight, Dorothy will be played by her understudy so and so."
That's how they usually do it. Oh no, sometimes they slip the little paper.
Sometimes there's
program.
a piece of paper or something. They waited until after the cell phone announcement. The lights were going down because you were in there, and the audience went, "Oh."
Oof,
and you know that Dorothy was just standing in the wings, waiting to go on and start singing, and she heard, "Oh." But I gotta tell you, she fucking turned it
Girl,
out.
the understudies on those big level shows, they always eat.
That's exactly what I thought in my mind, too. I was like, okay, so it's not her, but it's no offense, but
Deborah
there's a
Cox
million
play?
girls that could do this role. I'm sure they found the 2 that are great at it.
Who did Deborah Cox play?
She was Glinda.
Oh.
But they didn't, but she was only Glinda. And sometimes I've seen it where Auntie Anne is Glinda as well. But this one, Auntie Anne was Eveline.
Oh, normally they make the well, I guess in the Wiz there isn't an equivalent of the mean lady on the bike.
Eveline. Oh no, there's not an equivalent
in the regular world.
This one it just started with she's on the farm and the tornado hits. That's what I thought too, because in the movie she's in the city.
Movie version.
The movie she's in the city and
they're having a
taken
dinner
from New York.
and she takes the garbage out.
Yeah.
The movie is so good.
It's so good. I want to watch. She's so skinny in that movie.
I know. She's probably 1/5 of me.
6th. I would suggest everyone go see it. I think the way this one is working
It
is that
closes tonight.
someone told me that it's like touring and then it's going to Broadway.
It's like
after they
weirdly
do
a
the run tour.
multi-city out-of-town trial before it goes to Broadway.
And let me just tell you, Wayne Brady still got it.
He's so talented.
It's so funny too. Like, and just, I mean, dancing up a storm. Apparently, one of Beyonce's old choreographers was the choreographer for this.
Mm.
And you could
Frank
tell 'cause
Gadsden?
I don't know. I didn't do any amount of research before I started talking.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to when that was done, I went to VPL where I was hoping to run into you.
No, I had
But
gone
you had already
home.
left.
Yeah.
I ran into my trainer, Mark. He came for me so hard in front of a group of my friends.
What did he say? He
just started calling me Casper the fucking ghost.
Well, because you've been ghosting.
I haven't been ghosting. I've been acting like a normal person who cannot work out. But I'm going back tomorrow.
Tavia Reve Jefferson and Anthony Carr
Sure.
were
one
the
of them.
oh no, that's the associate director. Where does it say choreography?
This is a no edits episode, so people are just gonna get mad at us for like Googling. So what else?
I mean, there's been no lag. I just said
I was there for
two
VPL, and there was
talented
a booty
names.
shaking contest. And let me just tell y'all, some of y'all don't know how to shake ass.
Jaquel Knight. That's the choreographer's name that I was looking for. Okay. Shaking ass is a hard thing to do. I would say that a lot of people assume they can shake ass but can't. I know that I can.
Jaquel Knight is hot as fuck.
Yeah, you don't know who Jaquel Knight is?
No, damn. God damn.
Okay, so are now you?
I'm sorry, I'm super hungover, so I'm looking at pictures of him. I'm super. Oh, he choreographed the single ladies dance. I'm so horny because I'm hungover.
At least
you ever
this
get
time
that?
It's not meth. Now, speaking of theater, you also performed in a play last week.
And I would like you to read. I'll read my little Broadway World review, if you don't mind.
Broadway World?
Yeah, baby, we got reviewed by Broadway World, and let me tell you, they loved me.
You're really
they compared me to the Dame Judi Dench.
Sorry, it's BroadwayWorld.com, not CollegeHumor.com.
Kill yourself. Yeah, I was in a play. Did you enjoy it?
I had a wonderful time. It was I learned some things. I rocked out to some music, and I saw some talented friends be up on a stage. It was great.
Smartly placed cameos keep the pacing of the evening fresh and lively. In a brief turn as the Queen of England, renowned drag queen Meatball brings her signature glamour and campiness, flouncing daintily down the aisle and plopping herself on a chaise lounge.
Yeah,
the crowd
and plop go hand in hand.
Shut the fuck up. The crowd is palpably excited for her highly anticipated entrance. Highly anticipated. And even in a brief scene, Meatball delivers on the promise of her reputation, gathering body laughs before clicking her heels and flouncing back to the theater. I'm pretty sure Dame Judi Dench received an Oscar for giving an equivalent performance in Shakespeare in Love.
And these are legit reviews?
I had 10 lines.
Yeah, and only half of them were in an accent.
Yeah, no, I wasn't supposed to. No one had an accent.
You began the scene with an accent.
Oh, and then I got bored.
You were like, "Oh, hello!
It's me, the Queen of England!"
Yeah, it was very
And then
funny.
I got down and I was like, okay, we're done.
They lived for you. Was that the updo from the pageant that you wore?
Yeah, and then I just kind of stuck that up to Time to Die. I didn't know that.
It's a good shape on you. I just think you need to cover a little more like back of the head, neck. It sits a little high.
Well, yeah, you can. It sits where my fucking. Well, yes, it sits where my hot dog is.
Yes,
you know, my little hot dog on the back of my
Who
head.
did that read on Drag Race where they said Candy Muse always got a snack? She's serving hot dog in the back of her neck. But I love that updo on you. The shape of that. I think it just needs to be.
Well, I
bigger.
figured out when I was like sticking the crown in it before I put it on was that Fina is such a wig genius that she actually, in order to like build it up, she just had a bunch of different wefts of black hair that she rolled and bobby pinned in.
Got it.
So I was like, oh, I could take some of these and like drape them across the back of my neck. But then I was like making that costume the day of the show, so I didn't have time.
It was fun. I had a great time. It was a packed out crowd. It was great.
Yeah, and it was written and scored by Barn, our old producer Barn.
Maybe we could do the dating game there. Who knows? That theater's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, because I could sit up at the top part.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I think
maybe I'd sit in like the front of the audience and they'd all be behind me.
Yeah. We could use some screen technology too. I am curious though to hear, because we did talk on this pod about how lovely the seats at the Pasadena Playhouse are.
Those are, yes, love those seats.
I heard the seats at the Pantages are fat phobic.
Tight. I was there. I was there with my dear friend Caleb and John Lacido, or the Hound, and his friend Ellen, who's a school teacher. And me and Ellen were sitting next to each other, and we're both big girls.
And you said, Mama, we need to switch it up.
I had to lean over onto John for like most of the show.
Yeah.
They're so small. But also what I loved about it was that it was a play and it started at 7:30.
Yeah.
On the dot. And it was like so full of, I don't know, this sounds bad, but like the theater was just full of black people. It felt like incredible. And there was so many children there to see it. And
That's
it was
amazing.
like to hear them like get excited when Glinda came out the first time, and like Deborah Cox is in this like mirrored gown. So when she walked out, the lights are like reflecting onto the audience and all over the theater. It was so nice.
That's cool.
And I was like, I love theater. I forgot how much I love theater.
Yeah. I mean, completely.
Because I was in the play, and then Broadway World said I was amazing.
I feel the same way. I mean, that's kind of how I felt when I came back from doing the opera. I was really invigorated by like a community, like a group of people all working together to do something, and it doesn't just happen for one moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you think about these podcasts, like these are disposable forms of entertainment. We sort of like listen to them, we make them, people listen to them, and then they sort of disappear. I mean, some people go back and listen again.
Which one I listen to almost weekly, monthly, really?
What?
Kill Drag Race from Nympho Wars.
Poop.
Poop. It's me, Poop. And then they're like, oh, she bugs. And RuPaul turns into a bunch of bugs. Oh, that's so good.
They're so good. Let's take a break, and then we'll be back. I have a lot more voicemails.
Okay. When I think of home, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Sing some more.
I think of a place with love overflowing.
Something is really, something's not right, really wrong. And we've got to get things back where they belong. We can do it.
Girl, she ate that vocal.
She ate that. Wait. Play it again?
Are you going to try to sing along with it?
Yes.
Something is really, something's not right, really wrong. And we've got to get things back where they belong. We can do it.
Did you enjoy that?
I had fun.
All right.
I still have Jaquil. Jaquel.
Yeah.
Because it's capitalized, the Q is. Just
Quel, right? Jac?
J-A capital Q.
Yeah.
U-E-L. Which
Jaquel
in
Knight.
my mind
Single
is Jaquel.
Ladies. He also did
Girl,
he was
hot.
He was the it choreographer for a while. Do you
want to
hear there's a lot of singing that came into the voicemail. If we have our singing moment here, I'll play this other song as well.
Okay.
Have you ever had IBS so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed to shit so bad you can't aim right? Have you ever tried to find the toilet but you just spray the wall? Have you ever? Have you ever? No, but for real, have you ever sit on the wall? I just did. Goodbye.
She sprayed the wall, diva.
I used to have terrible IBS.
Really?
Yeah. I started taking fiber,
Yeah.
and it like changed. It changed me.
Can I ask like one or two questions about IBS? Real fast?
Well, I'm not sure mine was as bad as this person's because mine was just like
I feel
she
like
was
there are
just
people who
loose a
just
lot.
like have constant IBS. Like
Yeah.
I know for me, certain foods or certain eating habits will
what changed it
yield.
was when I started eating better because of the pancreatitis. That's when it completely went away.
So certain like behaviors or certain foods will yield a more challenging experience. But IBS is sort of like almost no matter what you have irritable bowel unless it's like a really strict diet.
Yeah.
Because I know sometimes I'm like, ooh, girl, we went off. We had the hot shrimps and the spicy corn dogs and the chocolate covered pasta. I don't know. Like you just eat like a whole bunch of gross food and then you're like, I'm gonna break the bowl. What did you put on
I was
Twitter
like, crack
recently?
the bowl. I'm gonna crack the bowl.
But people with IBS, it's like that's always the scenario.
Yeah, it's just like a permanent situation, I believe.
Shout out to you. And bottoms who have IBS, good luck.
Good fucking luck out there.
As Delta would say. Okay, a couple things we want people to know about this week. Today is March 5th. On Saturday, March 9th, if you're in Florida, if you're in Miami, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, if you want to have a good time, come on down to Tropical Bear Week in Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to be performing
alongside 3 AI bears.
Wait, do you know how many people came up to talk to me at Bear Happy Hour about how upset they were that this promo featured AI bears?
Yeah, people don't like that. That's weird.
I know, but like they're mad. Like they were like mad at it. And I was like, well, it's not my event. At least these AI bears have like chubby bodies and like apron bellies.
But it's like, why not just pay or find pictures of bears? I guess it's easier to just type it into ChatGPT or whatever.
Yeah, and then you'll be done. So you can find me on Saturday, March 9th. I will be performing on the main stage at Richardson Park, which is 1937 Wilton Drive in Wilton Manors, baby. There's a ton of performance all day long. The festival is going from 2 to 9 p.m. Varla Jean is hosting all day. I believe I heard word that I'm on at 6 p.m., followed by Crystal Waters, and then a big DJ to end out the night. I want to get up behind her and do the clocks with my hands. Tick, tick, tick. Start both up at 12 and then tick my way down. But there's so much going on. And if you're in Fort Lauderdale all week long, the party starts earlier. I think stuff starts even on like Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah,
well, it's Florida. People like to party there.
And it's Tropical Bear Week. So it starts Tuesday, March 5th, and it goes until Sunday, March 10th. So
now,
come
what
on
about these
down.
bears? It feels like there's a bear week every week somewhere.
There is, and I think
Can we all as bears y'all bears
hold on.
give it a fucking rest? Go to work.
Can I give you my theory on this?
Yeah, go.
I think a lot of bears are dinks.
Double income, no kids.
That's right, baby. I think or honey, tinks. Because
triple income because
they
got the husband and the boyfriend. I met somebody the other night who was like, this is my husband and this is his boyfriend. And I went, not y'all's boyfriend? He was like, nope, I
No,
don't
this
mess
is
with
his.
that. That's his boyfriend, and I'm the husband. And I was like, great. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yes, I think a lot of bears are dinks or tinks, and I think a lot of them work in IT or user experience, or they're project managers. To me, if you have a corporate job and you skew bear, I feel like there's a good percentage that you work in IT, project management, or user experience like web design, and those are jobs that people can do on their own, and that they can do remotely, and that they can do like they can sort of do a bunch of work leading up to a week, and then sort of keep a soft, like a light work week while they're traveling. And I know groups of bears, or their flight attendants. I know groups of bears who literally they're like, we do Seaches, we do P-Town, we do TBRU, we do Lazy Bear, we go to Beef Dip in Puerto Vallarta. They literally take like 6 trips a year and they go to all of these events. And I think it's because they figured out a lifestyle that works for them.
I'm jealous. I
So
wish my
every
lifestyle
city
didn't
is
have
like
to fucking be all makeup and costumes.
all makeup and costumes, baby. I'm all
Loud.
costumes, no makeup. So, anyways,
That's not true. I've seen you put on a little concealer, you fag bitch.
I have once or twice, a little under eye. You know, on those tired days, like when I look like how I see you looking right now. I'll just do.
I did Molly.
So come to see me at Tropical Bear Week. Feed me a little dick. Hey, what are you doing tonight, Tuesday?
Tonight on Tuesday, I'm not doing.
Sorry, what are you
anything.
doing on Wednesday, March
Tomorrow
6th?
night, Wednesday, it is So You Think You Can Twink at Precinct. Doors at 9. Show begins at 10. We have 12 twinks. I have decided that because there was 30 fucking applicants, like 32, something like 32 applicants, I could not get it down to 8. So I'm going to do the 12. And then after
You're going to do all 12 of them?
Right in the butt. No, I'm going to let 12 compete, but after question and answer, 4 of them will be eliminated before talent.
Okay. Yeah, slice and dice. Treat it like, remember that year,
And we have
that
the
drag
beautiful
race season when she had all 7 of them lip sync?
Yeah,
Just
I'm
be
gonna make
like,
them do
get
that.
out of here.
Get the fuck out. Which I feel bad. Some of them were like, but I bought the stuff on Amazon. I said, great, you can return it. Now, I have incredible guest judges. Former twink Darby. Current twink
Yes.
Naomi Smalls.
Naomi is not a twink. That bitch is a supermodel.
Yeah, I don't know what she is, but I said, do you want to come make fun of some skinny people? She was like, anything for you, diva.
She
So,
responds to your text.
what?
I said she responds to your
She's
text.
very busy. She's so busy. She's like always working. Always. Every day of the week. And she will be judging, and it will be 4 categories. Twinkware, which
So
they get
Darby and Naomi, that's it.
Yeah, why would I have more judges than that?
I don't know.
Who else should I have?
I don't know. Get Max Lord. Get old Ten
I don't-
Imodium.
I don't want to pay people. I don't want to pay that many people because this is a free, no cover event.
I'm saying, don't just invite them. I bet
No
Max Lord will come.
Here's the other thing. Am I about to be a bitch? A lot of people were emailing me being like, hey, let me come judge. Hey, I think I would be a wonderful judge. And like sending me like rundowns of themselves. And I was like, bitch, I
You
don't know
were
who the
like,
fuck
you're
you are. I've never heard of you.
But were they a public figure, or did they just think they would be able to judge a twink?
They just think that they would be able to judge a twink thing. And it's like, that's like handing a microphone to a complete stranger and being like, let's see what you got. Like, I don't want to do that.
You can between you and Darby, honey. Naomi will barely get a word in edgewise. So you really.
Well, I'm
don't-
hosting. I'm not judging. I'm going to be on the stage with the boys as close as I can be, you know?
All right. Well, I think you do need a third judge then, because 2 judges is not. You need a tiebreaker.
I need
That's
a
the whole
tiebreaker.
point.
So anyway,
Someone go to Hollywood.
It will be
You get your golden
twinkware,
ticket.
question and answer,
Uh-huh.
then talent portion where they each get 3 minutes and no longer. And some of them have very good talents coming. I'm not going to give away anything, but one of them is, I think, going to sweep the competition.
Are you
because of
doing
his
whole taste test?
No, we're nothing gross. And then swimwear.
Bitch, you want to fuck these twinks.
I don't know if I do.
Because sometimes when they come in real Twinkie, you're like, oh.
Oh, no thanks.
Do you think that fat people are only rude to twinks because we grew up fat and were bullied our entire lives for being fat? And so the moment we get a little,
I think I'm a bully.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't think a lot of fat people are that mean to twinks. I think a lot of fat people like little bodies because they like the difference in size.
I love size difference, but there's a fine line. In the same way that I said there was a fine line earlier about how you talk to us, to me there's a fine line about BMI.
You're giving me a little too much TMI about your BMI, baby. You fat.
No, I know. I'm saying I don't want to see rib.
I don't want to see rib.
Some people like them that skinny. And I get it. I'm not going to be mean
one
to
time
you.
when I
You
was at
can't control it.
CCBC, there was like a skinny, like hip bones jutting out, ribs showing.
It's hard
like,
to fuck them.
But he was the pass around boy, like sitting on everyone's lap by the pool, like just taking copious amounts of cock.
Do you remember how fucking hot that dude was who walked into my room at CCBC when we were like preparing the podcast?
I think I invited him in.
You did, and I was like, "How do what?" I feel like we hadn't quite crossed the line just yet, where I would have been felt comfortable being like, "Get the fuck out of here! Let me suck this man's dick."
Yeah, but he would have 100% let it happen.
I know, but
so
you and I were like talking.
Yeah, we were like trying to plan our podcast, and I was like, "Sir, come here," and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And then we had nothing to talk about.
But I was like,
because it was like you became immediately horny, and then I was like, I'm stuck in the middle of whatever is about to happen.
And then I was like, well, goodbye now.
Yeah, it felt very weird. I feel bad for that. And then he never came back.
And I've never seen him anywhere else. So you think you can twink? Slay, fag. I'm excited to see who wins. Is it being documented?
Should I get a videographer?
Well, I don't know. It'd be nice to have someone like put bits up because maybe this could become an ongoing contest. Meatball, let's be real. You're an amazing entertainer. You're going to do big numbers on Netflix on So You Think You Can Drag. You make digital content. But baby, you cannot ignore how successful you are at throwing events.
Baby, no one's going to come. It's a Wednesday night.
You will be surprised.
It is a Wednesday. People have jobs. The reason that my friends stop coming, it's literally doors 9, show starts at 10.
Okay, it's a little late.
But it's what the bar told me. They were like, if you do any earlier, no one's going to come.
But I bet you will have a nice turnout, and I bet this could become a regular thing. And you don't have to get into drag, I bet.
I'm going to be in full drag.
No, I know, but in the future, you could start wearing twink drag. And so it could be this like fun little side hustle thing. You're just really good in a live experience. Speaking of which, tell them hoes. Tell all those New York people what happened.
Shut the fuck up. We sold out. $3 bill, baby. Fat slut, baby. $3 bill. Capacity.
So you better get your little gift cards together and your nice messages in the DMs where you're trying to get a guest list spot because bitch sold out.
Every single person now is like, it's sold out. What do I do? And it's like, babe, if you wanted to come, you should have bought a fucking ticket. I told you.
I mean,
I kept posting low tickets. I said low ticket times. Low ticket times.
Less than a week, you sold that whole venue.
Less than a week. Over 500.
So if you can't come to Fat Slut in New York, you can come.
You come to
Sloppy
Seconds Live at the Sultan Room on April 9th.
That's right.
Where we will be recording a live podcast again. We had so much fun at the last one.
Yeah.
The last one was sold out.
The last one was sold out weeks before we got there, actually, which was really cool.
So
the Sultan Room is a lovely venue. It's like half seated, half standing. It is really great for podcasting. We tend to put on a little bit of a show in addition to the live podcast. Whenever you hear live podcasts from us played on this feed, they don't feature everything that actually happens at the show. Like we do
generally both do like a number. We do more audience
Q&A,
interaction. We cut it down to like 45 minutes to like 50 minutes, but we're there for 2 hours entertaining or 90 minutes.
It's a long show. It's a great time. So go to thesultanroom.com, I believe is the website, and then just scroll down to April 9th. And you can get your ticket. That Sultan Room's in Bushwick. So get your ticket to Sloppy Seconds live. I'm super excited to be back there.
It's gonna be so wonderful. And then
And we have a handful of guest options that we're playing with, deciding who we're going to book. So I'm excited for that.
Jinx, because she's gonna be there.
Girl, I think she has a show that night. She could be the late night guest.
If we do 2 shows.
Well, we'll see. Anyways, get your tickets. You know it's going to be a good time.
And guess what I got tickets to?
What?
Little shop of horrors. Bop, shoe, bop.
Is
Get
that-
up, that vagina.
Is that happening while we're there? Is it already sold out?
I don't know, but we're going on the 13th, the day after Fat Slut.
Okay. I can't do that.
Why not? What do you have?
I have a fisting appointment.
Make it earlier in the day.
He likes nighttime. Well, I could go after.
Is this the man that you fall asleep in his room?
I took a brief nap.
Wild.
And
Why?
it didn't.
Again, insane behavior to. This is a no edits episode. Insane behavior to fall asleep in someone else's bed while they're showering. A hookup's bed. A
Wait.
hookup's.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry? Do you know how straight people have sex?
They put their penis inside butthole, vagina, or mouth.
They literally spend the night. They do sex
That's
for
not true. They leave.
They do sex for 30. Okay, well, if rom-coms and Sex in the City taught me anything,
Those are both imaginary circumstances.
they do sex for anywhere from 7 to 45 minutes, foreplay included, and then they spend 8 full hours sleeping, and then in the morning they get up and they pick up their little clothes and they tiptoe and they sneak and then they hit a floorboard and it creaks.
It creaks.
And then and then the woman wakes up and she goes, "Oh, where are you going?" And he says, "Oh, I'm just going to get coffee for you because I love you and I would never leave." Like, so big
Send a
deal.
thumbs
I
up
took
with the bed if you stay the night, or send a thumbs down with the bed if you think
go.
you just hook up and you go home.
Listen,
there are
I
some
traveled from
there are some
Brooklyn
circus. Shut the fuck up. There are some.
No, you shut the fuck up. I traveled from Brooklyn all the way up to Harlem, and you're telling me I can't take a little snooze in a man's bed?
I'm literally
before
telling you. What if he was a killer? What if he was the killer?
Girl, he was in that shower in ecstasy
you
after
don't
my
know.
whole hands had
You
been
don't
inside
know
him.
that because you were asleep. He could have come out like numerous times and stabbed you in the front,
Girl, I had been stabbing him in the back all night. You know what I mean?
punching him.
Punching him.
So
He
thumbs
said
up
he
if you
wants to
stay the
do-
night. Thumbs down. I understand that there are extenuating circumstances, including like you're saying, if I were to go to another borough, or if
Oh.
I was gonna if I was like in Manhattan going to Long Island City, there is a chance that I would maybe. No, Long Island City is like really close. I would never stay the night. I never would. I want to sleep alone in a bed. I hate
agree,
being
but
touched.
sometimes I just do I'll do like a nap to regain my energy before I go back out into the world.
In a stranger's bed.
You're so weird.
How is that weird? You're the weird one.
It-
Thumbs up and a little clown face if Dipper's the weird one.
Fuck off. Wait, when you told Trixie that story about Layla McQueen's ass,
Okay. Leave that. Oh, we can't.
I
'cause it's
can't.
no edit.
Did you identify it
No.
on the day?
No. I didn't
Because
think that
that's
was
your
gonna be
go-to
used.
story.
That's
Anytime
my
you
go-
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
gay sex, you always tell that story.
Oh, I bring that up constantly.
Which we know over here, but the world at large doesn't know, and that is
That's
smart because
why.
you reuse your good bits.
Yeah, it's like a comedian telling jokes. And that was why I told it the way I did, because I was like, oh, it needs to be short, fast, and funny. But I also didn't think that they were going to. I went to Rhonda. I also didn't think that they were going to use it because it was Netflix.
No
I
one
thought they
knows
were-
what you're saying when you, in the middle of your sentence, you say, "I went to Rhonda."
To Rhonda! You know that movie? I went to Rhonda last night where I did Molly
Oh,
and made
And?
out with a hot boy.
oh! In
On
public,
the
you did
dance
make out.
floor. On the dance floor while we were dancing, we made out. And I was like, Dipper, if Dipper was here, I would be dead. And then I got like really embarrassed. Not because he's not hot, but because I was like, I can't believe I did that.
Name
And
him.
then, and then I
Name
ran
him.
into Joel Kim Booster.
Oh,
friend of
Joel
the
loves
pod,
Rhonda.
and met his new partner.
Nice.
they are so hot, the two
Yeah.
of them.
Joel's
And then
stupid hot.
they started dating to combine their joint slay. And it's wild.
And now they're shitting on the they broke the bowl on the mother toilet.
They cracked the ball on the slay.
On the sleigh throne. Uh, that is crazy. I had an experience with drugs last night
Yeah.
in which I told you I was going to that fisting event in
Mhm.
Palm Springs, but I ended up not because it was raining here and I didn't want to drive like through some rain to get to know, like it wasn't raining in Palm Springs, but I was like, let me just stay my ass home and
I want to
play
go to
catch
Palm
up.
Springs so bad right now. Like, I woke up this morning and I was like, I should go to Palm Springs and stay the night. Like, I don't have anything tomorrow. I should just go.
What would you do there? Get on
don't
the
know.
apps?
I don't know.
The
I just
desert is
I just had the
calling.
urge to like get out of LA for a night.
Yeah, I feel that urge.
I even looked at
So I
hotels. They're
didn't
so cheap in
go.
the middle of the week.
So I didn't go, but I was like, oh, maybe I'll find someone in LA to fist. And I went over to this guy's house and it was all going well and it was great. And it was very like, checking all the boxes. And then right before we started, he goes like, I'm going to do some ketamine. Is that cool with you? And it really kind of threw me because I know I've interacted with plenty of people on ketamine. It's like nothing. Like, how many people at Rhonda do you think were on ketamine?
Oh, all of them.
Right. Everyone just like pops a little ketamine, snorts a little ketamine. Like, people do cocaine all the time. Like, it's a very regular thing in the gay community. But in that moment, it sort of threw me because we were like being intimate and I was like, maybe we're going to make out in a little bit. Like, maybe, like, I just said like, oh, that actually isn't okay with me. I'm sober and I don't, like, I prefer to hook up with people who are sober, or like if they have a drink or smoking weed around me, I'm like watching how much they're doing.
Yeah.
And theoretically, he could have done like rails of ketamine before I got there and I would have never known.
He was probably, yeah. I mean, to be honest, he was probably just re-upping.
And so he was really respectful and he said like, okay, cool. If you're not comfortable with it, that's no problem. That's not a deal breaker for me. And then we continued to like play for 90 minutes. So that was cool, but it was really empowering for me. And it leads me to this voicemail that I wanted to play.
Hey, fat faggots. I'm listening to the episode with Mamshi and drugs. I got out of rehab, I think, at the beginning of this month, January. Relapsed, thinking of going back. But I just got this new job, and it's actually really nice and easy, and I'm like, fucking just stick with it, bitch. But I don't know. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.
So caller, I like, not to get serious for a moment here, but like, it sounds like you're thinking about relapsing, or
did they relapse and they're thinking about going back to?
It sounds like it could be both ways. All I want to say is like, yes, go back to rehab.
Go back
yes,
if you're thinking that thought. Go back.
And yes to being sober. And I just want to like empower you that like we live in a world that is fueled and full of drugs. Like, it will never not be that way, especially in the gay world. Nightlife,
I mean,
bars.
I'm casually talking about drug use all the time.
Right. It's everywhere. And I want you to know that it doesn't like, even though it is everywhere and you will always be around it, there's literally no way to not, unless you like go live on a farm by yourself. And then out in those farmlands, girl, they be doing meth and heroin out there. Out there. It's everywhere. So I just want to empower you to just know that like you can be around it without succumbing to it. And as my story from last night proves, you can also like, you don't have to, if someone goes like, hey, we're all doing cocaine now, you can be like, everyone except me. I went to a friend's birthday party, everyone was drunk, everyone was drinking. I wasn't. I hung out for a little bit and then I took myself home. There are plenty of ways to navigate the world as a sober person. There are plenty of networks to do that. And you also don't have to like put yourself in a sober ghetto. Like, you don't have to place yourself in. Well, that's how that term is actually used.
Okay.
You don't have to place yourself in a bubble that you
Nah.
can't leave. Oh, that's what you like prefer. That you can't leave and you can't interact with anyone who isn't sober. So, you know, you got this, diva. Sister, I support you, sister.
I think it's 110% okay for you if you're struggling to go back to rehab. If that's what if that's what you are thinking about doing, and there's a way that you can do it, then do that. Or, I mean, if that might seem like too much, get a sober companion. I know a lot of my friends have like, what are they called? Sponsors or like sober companions or people that like kind of help them out, life coachy almost. And get them through the day for a few days or whatever. But yeah, like I think that I can I think that I don't really have like an issue with drugs. Like I can say no to them and I can like pick and choose when I want to do them. I'm never like fiending to do them.
It's because you graduated from DARE.
But I didn't win the essay competition, so am I really gay? Next call. New York! Come on, faggots.
I just need to tell you, if you don't know this already, an oral agreement is a contract.
No.
Even if you don't sign anything.
No.
If you agree to something verbally.
No.
At least in Canada. You are liable. Or it's enforceable.
It's enforceable,
okay.
Bitch.
Goodbye, Fox.
Maybe if a legal contract like a prenup can be fought in court and an NDA can be fought in court, I think a verbal agreement could be fought in court, especially if it's not recorded.
Well,
but if it's like an email of me being like, yeah, I'll be there and do this. But I've stopped canceling. I had a real bad habit of just canceling.
Is it as bad as my habit of showing up 10 minutes late to everything?
15 to 20. You show up 10 minutes late and then you are like, oh, I have to find parking, which adds another 10.
I arrived.
And in my brain, I always think I'm going to get there 10 minutes early and then also give myself 7 minutes to find parking.
I arrived 1 hour and 5 minutes late to the hookup last night. It was like 8 o'clock, and I was like, perfect. I got there.
I would literally just not let you in my home.
9:05, and then it took me 15 minutes to find parking. So I
would just not let you in my home.
I updated him the entire time, and he was like, absolutely cool, no problem, no pressure, no biggie, it's all good. He was constantly like responsive, but we did like agree earlier in the day. I was like, I'll be there at 8, and then it was like I walked in the apartment at 9:20. It was very funny to me.
What do you think about a hookup where they start talking to you and then you're like, oh, we have a lot of stuff in common, and then you're like, and then they start offering like, let's hang out outside of this?
It kind of happened last night, not the hangout, but like it kind of happened last night where like there was so much in common that I felt like he's way hotter than me. So I was like, I'm into this no matter what, but I felt like he was kind of like, all right, now we're done here.
Oh, he wanted you gone. That's not what happened here. I wanted to leave, and as I was leaving this person's house, I was like, "Is that your motorcycle?" And then I was like, "I have a motorcycle too." And he like uncovered it and then started talking about it, and then was like, "I have another one." And then we like went to his garage, and he showed me his other one. And
so you're gonna be friends.
He was like, let's ride together and like all this stuff. And I was like, no. I don't want to know anything about your life. I shouldn't have said anything.
Is this
I don't want
our big daddy who likes to say
it's my big daddy.
We got some calls about that. They were
me
curious. No, they just wanted to know what's up with him. Did you see him again?
I went back. I'm probably going back on Monday, tomorrow.
He's been the most consistent one.
I'm going to tell you something off air too, because
so we're all going to dinner now? Is that what's happening?
Oh no, I'm not hanging out with this man. I shouldn't have asked. The minute I asked and he like uncovered it and was like, yeah, this is this. And I was like, oh, cool. It started to get personal. I started to like know about his life. And I was like, I don't want to do this. Also, we hooked up at his house for the first time instead of him coming over to me. And I was like, never again. Never again.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Now, can the mom girls stop getting cysts and whatever on their fucking faces?
Girl.
What is going on over here at Mom Network?
I don't know.
Between Alaska, Willem,
Darian?
Delta, but I don't know if she's public about it.
No, she's very public about it.
Okay.
Do you want to hear a tale from a virgin?
Oh, yes, I love virgins.
Hey, you beautiful sluts. I'm calling in to let you know about the one and only time I've had sex and how disappointing it was. So I met this guy at a party and we were talking online, just, flirting a bit, and I was telling him, oh yeah, I still have never had sex, and blah, 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 blah. He comes over, we're hitting it off, we're making out, we're cuddling, we get naked, we're jerking each other off, I suck his dick. Thankfully, it's quite small, so I can easily handle it for my first time. I get him to come, and the show is over. He gets up, gets dressed, tells me that he felt bad for me and wanted to get me started, and leaves. And I felt absolutely no qualms in ghosting him after that. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Bitch,
Sorry.
you can sing.
You can wail, baby. That's not even skrelting. That was belting.
He said, I
feel bad for you, and I wanted to get you started. And started having
So you
sex,
guys-
or started with your dick is now hard, you can finish this
Elsewhere? No, I mean, I think they met at a party, they chatted, then they chatted online. So it's 3 stages to this, and the guy was saying, I feel bad that you're a virgin and I wanted to get you started. Started with shitty sexual experiences?
Blowjob from your tiny cock?
Well, don't do all that, Conch.
Sorry, don't do all that. I said that to a waiter who was putting Parmesan
Someone called in and said they said that to their first grade student. They didn't say Conch, they said the student's name, but they've heard you say it so many times. The girl was acting up. She said, don't do all that.
I literally, he kept going with the cheese, and I was like, okay. And he kept going, and I think he thought that I meant okay as in keep, okay.
Slave,
okay.
fag,
But then I went,
grate
okay,
that
don't do all that,
cheese.
Conch. Don't do all that.
And he was like, he didn't
He
know.
stopped. Yeah, he had no idea. He wasn't.
When did you go to Olive Garden?
It was not Olive Garden. It was an Italian restaurant.
I still want to go get that cheese puck in Venice.
Let's go.
They deep fry a whole puck of provolone. Say puck of provolone.
Puck of provolone. Ooh, I would
caller,
never speak
I
to
just
this
think,
man again. He should kill himself for that behavior.
Yes, and caller, one thing that I will say, I don't know why you have waited so long to have your first sexual experience, but if it is coming from a place of insecurity, I do want to reiterate something we have said on the pod for years.
Yes.
You are somebody's cup of tea. There is a spork for every spoon out there, or whatever they say. There's a
listen
lid
to the
for
sound
every...
of my voice. Have you seen my face and body? People do find
And we
me
be fucking.
attractive, and I be fucking. So I'm sure you're hot.
And so I just would encourage to if finding good and gratifying sexual experiences is something that you hope to achieve in your life, I would just continue to put yourself out there. I would, be bold on those dating apps. I would go to a play party that you feel is inclusive and inviting, and find situations where you can feel empowered in your sexuality, because fuck that guy to be shitty and then be like, just wanted to throw you a bone and get you started.
No.
The fuck?
That guy just couldn't. After he came, he didn't have any. He needed a refractory period to finish.
He didn't know what to do.
He used, hey, babes. I think you got used. And that's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Something is really, something's not right,
about that guy?
really wrong.
With the way he treated you.
And we've got to get things back where they belong.
Good sex.
We can do it.
I'm gonna make that my cell phone ring. Okay. I have one more.
One more, and then I guess we gotta go.
Well, I
That's
have
the
two
end of-
things I want to talk to you before I play this voicemail. Are you cool with that? Or which
Yeah.
order would I say them in? Do you want the
Talk to me
voicemail
first.
first?
No,
Okay.
voicemail
Talk
first,
to me
'cause-
nice first. I wanted to ask you about two things that are swirling all over the internet and curious if you've seen them.
What? Willy Wonka?
No, see, I'm not well versed in that.
Yeah, you really aren't. Girl, next.
Okay. The brand trip to Bora Bora from Tarte Cosmetics. Have you been paying attention to that at all?
That's old. That's
No,
like
it's-
a year old.
No, it's happening right now.
Oh. I think that's old.
Really? All I'm seeing is everyone posting about the brand trip to Bora Bora. They flew them all on private jets? No, I think it was last year and now they're doing it a second time.
Oh.
I think it's
Why
an
would-
annual thing.
Yeah, they're all on private. Yeah, last year it was like they were all on private jets and they were all just like taken care of, and the people were like, "What are we doing here?"
Oh, well, so I know about that, but you don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but tell me about it. What's going on?
I just want to go to Bora Bora.
Bora Bora.
They're all staying at fucking bungalows over the ocean at the fucking Four Seasons. Yeah, I think it's an annual trip.
Wow. And how do
Because
you get picked?
Betches.com posted something a day ago that says, we're sleuthing out the hard answers to all your questions about the Tarte Bora Bora trip. So I think that they go every year. But like everyone, you know, it's just one of those things. They go in the bungalow and there's literally merchandise everywhere.
Yeah.
There's clothes. Like you literally could show up with nothing. Like if all you needed was like your retainer and your contacts, you would be fine. Because there's just like makeup and clothing and chargers and sneakers and swimsuits and this. And then they're staying at the fucking Four Seasons. And I'm like, how much does that all cost? Curious.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I think over.
But it's free for them.
It's free for that. They just had to get themselves maybe to LA. Who knows? It's crazy. Maybe we'll talk about this more later. But go ahead and peep that.
Get your
on
little
TikTok.
peepers on that one.
Do you want to give me the breakdown of the Willy Wonka?
I mean, so these guys in the UK decided that they were going to do, you know how experiences are so in right now? They had the
Yeah, the
Britney
Squid
Spears
Game
experience, the
after
Squid Game
the-
experience, the Van Gogh experience. Like there's all these things and they're all just kind of like, they're just cheap. They're just cheap things put together and they sell you a ticket for $40 and you go and you can take a bunch of pictures. It's mostly for people who need shit to put on their Instagram. It's like the museum of optical illusions. You know what I mean? It's all just cheap shit. So these guys in the UK were like, oh, we're going to do that. But they used a bunch of AI images on the advertising. And they were like, it's going to be these like wild things. And you're going to experience like a Willy Wonka chocolate factory. And they paid all these actors to be there. And when the actors got there, they were like, it's nothing. It's just pipes and drapes and like a rainbow and like
pipes and drapes. It looked like a really shitty like bar mitzvah theme rather than like
Were you
a fully
around?
decked out theme party.
Were you around? Yeah, it looked like a poorly made backyard birthday party. Were you around when Tumblr, in the Tumblr days, when there was like TumblrCon and they like rented out like a big warehouse and they were like the ball pits in the back?
I wasn't, but I was around for that brief. I was paying attention to the internet when like a lot of those YouTubers were like creating their own like meet and greet areas or like offshoots of VidCon, and they were all just like a complete mess.
Yes.
Like money grabs.
It was like that. So people who paid £40 to go to this event and like it was just
Worth 10.
shitty. And people wait, what?
Worth £10 instead of 40.
Well, worth like 5 maybe. But everyone became obsessed with the one of the Oompa Loompa girls.
Because she looks a little
Because she looks haggard. But then when you watch the videos of her, it was like, oh, that was just a bad shot. Like she was trying her best. A lot of the actors were like, I wanted to leave, but there was like kids there. And it felt bad to just be like, they knew it was shitty and they were like, I'm not going to abandon this. So now they're all getting super famous over in the UK. And we did make contact with the Oompa Loompa, but I don't think we're going to interview her because by the time we get that interview up, it'll be a month.
I know.
But we tried, y'all.
We
Well,
did try. Imagine if we were like a daily roundup pod. I feel
I'd
like
kill
that would be
myself.
so much work.
So much work. I don't know how people do that.
You need
Well,
to
they
be
make those like
horizontal.
15-minute. They make them 15-minute episodes.
And they have a full team of producers behind them and a rotating cast of hosts, so it's a little easier. Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to say before I play this last voicemail is, have you seen the clips of Nicki Minaj on tour?
No, is it good or bad?
We really have different things on our phone.
Yeah. Well, I've been partying. I've been out.
You've been doing Molly at Rhonda with
Club
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Ran into Matthew Krumpke.
Oh yeah, she's always at Rhonda.
She lives at Rhonda. She was in a pair of pajamas. I was like, "You ready to go to bed?"
She said, "Baby, this is my house." Anyways, the Nicki Minaj tour, the production value looks insane. The dancers, the screens, the music, the orchestration. But Nicki has always been that girl. Everyone's going like, "Oh, you trade my money back in, like not worth the performance." Like Nicki is that girl who could be like, "Let's go to the," and then just hold the mic out to the crowd. Like she loves everybody else to rap her lyrics for her. She doesn't ever give like, "I'm running around the stage doing tight choreography like Jaquel Knight." She is laying on her body.
Big old beard, baby.
She's
I wanna
laying on
sit
her
his
body,
face.
talking about body. She's laying on her belly doing that.
Body. Well, they want Beyonce. Beyonce changed the game.
Well, yeah, no one can give you that. And Taylor at least is giving you like huge stadium production. Everybody loves the songs, and she's going for it. She's attempting that, but like Nicki does a different show.
Nicki does do a different show.
Anyways, look at those clips. I'm sorry that we are not on the same page. You know what I mean? But here we go. This is
I just don't like her after the shit that she pulled on Megan. Like, I don't fucking care.
Oh, I'm done. I just have like
That's why I was like, I don't listen when her music comes up on my Spotify. Like, skip it. I'm not even trying to give her that 1.1001 percentage of a nickel.
I just have like a decade-long nostalgia burned into my brain. You know what I mean?
Pink Friday really changed my life.
In what way, bitch? She made you keep your back hair? She said, keep that hair on that back.
Keep that hair on that back. No, I don't know.
You said that so earnestly.
It came out when I was living in New York, and I was like, holy shit. Like, I hadn't heard, I don't know. I hadn't been like that into music in a long time.
And you stretched your hands out, and you balled those fingies up into a fist, and you put that right hand proudly on your hip, and that left hand on the other hip, and you leaned forward ever so slightly, and you shook your little head back.
I was talking to some people last night who were like, we still say chubby little grabs. Because remember one time I was talking about your hands? Because you just held your little hands up.
They are so... I gotta tell you,
I called them your chubby little grabs.
When I went to go fist the guy last night, he was like, oh my God. They love how padded these are.
Chubby little grabs. Phone call.
Hi, Big Dipper. Hi, Meatball. Love you both. Big sluts. So I am a late 20s corporate guy who does sex work on the side, and I'm currently visiting my family where I grew up in Kentucky. Super homophobic, extremely religious area, but that never stops me from finding a good session. So there's a guy who hit me up a while ago who lives here, and now that I'm back visiting, I let him know that I'm around. So he, pays for the service up front because I know to take the cash first. I get to his dorm room because he is like a 22-year-old college guy. ROTC, Army, hot rough trade. Here we go. He wanted me to give him wedgies because that is his thing and he can't find anyone to do it, so he pays me to do that. I get there and he has a huge Trump 2024 flag in his dorm room. And I'm like, oh, this could go a bunch of different ways, but whatever.
Well,
we get down to it, and I'm giving him wedgies, and he is absolutely loving it. He gets off really quick. Take a little break, we get back to it, and I think I'm going to play around with this whole Trump thing going on. So while I'm giving him a wedgie, and he's playing with my dick, I'm like, yeah, you like that Democrat dick? And it really turned him on. So I kind of played along with it. And as he's about to come for me giving a wedgie, I'm like, Trump lost the election. Trump lost the election. He busted the fattest nut that I think I've ever seen in my godforsaken life. What do you think about that? Have you ever brought politics into the bedroom? I think I might do it more often, at least with this guy, because it definitely worked. Love you guys. Bye.
Thoughts?
Prison, honey, don't go back. Don't do
Well,
that.
Well, how was he supposed to know? He didn't know anything. First of all, girl, bold move going to a dorm room.
Yeah, for sex work in a dorm.
But slay, but bold, but slay.
Slay.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like I feel like playing around with him and then sort of getting your little personal revenge by being like, he lost the election. That's definitely fun. That's a great story.
It's a good story. But
girl, the politics are politicking. This year is going to be weird.
I guess keep taking his money and keep degrading him.
Well, you missed the beginning, which is that he doesn't live there. He was home visiting family. So it's not like it's going to be a regular thing where he lives. So you moved on to texting and you're done? Is that what happened?
Are we done? Are we done here?
Sure, if that's all you want to say to our caller.
I mean, good story. I'm glad that you did it. But he did say like he was gonna go back. He was like, I think I'm gonna get into politics, especially with this guy. So I understand that that's not where he lives, but I mean, some people visit their parents a lot.
I have heard many stories about people who are like very high up at, some Democratic office in DC or like work with a congressional candidate.
Ladybugs.
Who also, when they hire sex workers, they do like fucking Proud Boy Trump role play. I've heard it. That's all I'm saying. I've heard it. All right. Give us the outro.
I like the look of that. I like the look of that little mullet white trash garbage.
All right. Give the outro.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds, a no edit episode, one of our classics. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday. Goodbye. Wait, what is it?
It is not that.
Goodbye. I gotta learn this.
Yeah, you'll get some time to learn it. I think it'll be great for you. Goodbye.
Doodle-a-doot-doot. To get access to our full uncensored video episodes ad-free and one day early, sign up for Mom Plus Gold at mompodcasts.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Engineered by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.